Hey everyone, welcome back to Collecting Nolan. This is Russ, and today is going to be a video response for my buddy Brent Richards celebrating his 700th buddy / subscriber on YouTube. Congratulations on that milestone, Brent. That's really great. You deserve it, of course. So basically, Brent wanted us to talk about our most memorable event in the hobby, and I gave it a lot of thought, and I thought, was it when I got my Nolan Ryan rookie card? After always dreaming about getting that card, and I finally got it, and I was like, that was a great day. I can't really remember that day exactly, but that was a good day when I was finally able to lay my hands on it. Like, it just, it was pretty magical in my mind. But that's not the greatest day. So I'm just going to show you what the greatest day was for my hobby time. So let's just get right down to it. Enjoy the show. It's just not enough Nolans. Where are all the Nolans? Not enough Nolans on YouTube. Well, Russ, you could just make your own YouTube channel with Nolans, and then it could be all Nolan Ryans. You know what, Russ? That sounds like a great idea. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first show of Collecting Nolan, the YouTube channel that's solely dedicated to the collection of everything Nolan Ryan, cards, collectibles, and everything else that you can think of. I'm Russ, and it's a pleasure to be on here.
Down in the basement with YouTube on, card videos playing dust till dawn. Got my childhood treasure box of rubber bands tied, digging through decades, chasing that light. There's 68 tops of rookie so clean, near mint condition, man, it's a dream. Fastest arm this side of the Rio, and I'm holding him like a sacred hero. Nolan Ryan in a plastic case, fire in his eyes, grit on his face. From Houston to Arlington, he struck 'em all. 7 no-hitters and a wild fastball. I ain't rich, but I feel like a king, with a Nolan Ryan card and a dream. Used to trade them at the schoolyard fence, now I guard them like barbed wire defense. My girl don't get it, thinks I'm insane, but these cards talk louder than Texas rain. 90 tops and a dusty old glove, cardboard ghost I still kinda love. Every crease tells a tale of the chase, of the heat, the speed, the high stakes grace. Nolan Ryan in a plastic case, fire in his eyes, grit on his face. From shade of the dome, he brought the flame. With every pitch, he carved his name. I ain't rich, but I feel like a king, with a Nolan Ryan card. just a man. Nolan Ryan in a plastic case. Time don't matter when your race is in pace. From Anaheim heat to that Rangers roar, he threw like thunder and always gave more. I ain't rich, but I feel like a king, with a Nolan Ryan card and a dream. Yeah, the fire still burns and the stories grow, where the wind hums hard and the fastballs roar. In a world gone fast, one thing stays true, that cardboard flame still pulls me through.
So from that, you could basically tell that the greatest day for my hobby event was when I decided to go on YouTube and share my collection with everybody, and start doing all these shows and stuff like that, like sharing in the hobby, everything that involves Nolan Ryan within the hobby, just trying to bring that all together on one channel. That was like the number one event in the hobby for me. And just getting feedback from everybody, making new friends, slash subscribers, doing that has brought a lot of joy in my life. Has brought has brought the hobby to a different level for me. Like before I was just collecting Nolan stuff in my office by myself with really nobody around me to share in the hobby with. When you pick up cool cards, you want to show them to your friends and stuff, and it was just like nobody was there to care. I have my wife, she she kind of understands it, but she can't be like, oh yeah, that's a real rare one, Russ, good job picking that up. And then I have daughters, so they have limited interest in baseball cards, if any. So they there's nothing to really share there. I mean, every once in a while they'll be like, oh, what's this? And I'll tell them about it, and they're like, oh, okay. Plus, they don't know who Nolan Ryan was, really. I mean, he pitched 30 years ago. So they're like, why on earth are you talking about this guy that pitched 30 some years ago? And it's like, because he was that awesome. That's why. So I felt like, watching, while I was doing the collecting and stuff, I'd be watching YouTube, watching baseball card content, stuff like that. And it was great. I was enjoying myself and stuff, but I just felt like I was like, there's a lot more here that you could bring to the YouTube community, Russ. So why don't you just do it yourself? You can make whatever content you want involving Nolan Ryan. It can be all Nolan Ryan. It can be some Nolan Ryan, but and that's why I think that is the greatest day, because like when I finally pulled that trigger and decided to make a video and post it, I never did that before. Like I'm a pretty shy guy. Like I keep to myself for the most part, and this really helped me kind of come out of my shell a little bit. Just trying to put all my thoughts and my emotions into my videos. I mean, I know I'm not the most emotional guy on video, but I try to bring a sense of humor to it that I have. Some people do consider me kind of funny, but not always. But I just thought I had more to share with the community, and more to share about Nolan Ryan. So I wanted to pay homage to one of the greatest pitchers of all time, because to me he is the greatest, and there's never going to be anyone better, in my opinion. Um, I don't care what anyone else says. So I just find that sharing my cards through that journey of collecting his cards, I find that with my friends that have similar interests, I find that kind of rewarding. And I love making new friends on here, and getting mail from people, and just responding to comments and stuff. It just the elevates the hobby for me. So I really appreciate everyone that watches my videos, everybody that comments on my videos, everybody that gives me a thumbs up on my videos. I really appreciate everyone, of course, that subscribes to the channel. That's all great and stuff. I just like sharing my cards with the people, and I like sharing the news of Nolan Ryan with my viewers and whoever wants to watch. So that was the greatest day. So thank you, Brent, and congratulations again on that 700 subscribers. Thanks. Bye.